Well, I had in my calendar to make sure in August that I talk about trimming hydrangeas, because it seems like people always ask me these questions later in the fall when it's a little bit too late. So one thing I wanted to talk about real quick, roses. This would be your last month to fertilize the roses. So something like Rose Tone from Espoma would be really good. So last time that you fertilize them, then you won't prune those really ideally March of next year. But if you're one of those that needs to clean up everything, what you can do is maybe prune them down to 36 inches, and then you would prune them the rest of the way and cut out the dead wood in the spring. All right, so that's just a little note on roses that was also in my calendar. So the hydrangeas we're talking about are the macrophylla hydrangeas, and so they're the ones that everyone desires. They have the big blue or pink buds. Some of them are red, some of them are purple, and they're a little fussier than the panicle hydrangeas, which are just the white ones that we're enjoying right now. So the month of August is really important, because the month of August is when macrophyllas, they'll set their buds for next year. They bloom on old and new wood. It used to be the old ones just were, they were just old wood. So if you pruned them at the wrong time, you got nothing. So now that at least you have a shot, but you'll get less color. So what you'll want to do right now, you want to keep them during the month of August when they're setting buds. You'll want to make sure that you keep them watered, a little fertilizer, and this is the fertilizer that I would recommend. Now, this company was started in 1929 when hollies were more popular. We're selling 10 times the amount of hydrangeas, but you have to look down here. It is for hydrangeas, all right? So, and not to be confused, so if you want blue, you use this in the spring and the fall. This is sulfur or aluminum sulfate will keep them blue, but this is not a fertilizer, so don't confuse that. You got to fertilize, and then if you want to keep them blue. So when you want to prune them, and what you want to do, anything that's coming out sideways like this, you just get down and you come all the way down, all right, and cut out the stuff. Anything that looks really weak, you would cut out. So you pick. And so even this, now that bloom obviously I'm going to leave, but I'm going to come down here, and I could cut just to this nodule right in here, right above it. And so that's what you do, and kind of clean up. So look for the dead wood. I saw one of these where there's a broken branch, and obviously you want to go down to the next node and cut that off. So you don't have to do a lot of pruning on them. And I would say on the this one, which is Endless Summer, this one is really a popular hydrangea, but it doesn't like a lot of pruning. So this one, prune out the dead wood and just shape it up nicely, and that's all you have to do. So remember, these are macrophyllas. They're the blue or the pink ones. We're not talking about the white ones. So trim them up, keep them, fertilize them, water them, and it'll be a great 2026. Have a question you'd like me to answer? Shoot me an email at askpat@wthr.com.